Hey, Trinity families. It is good to be back. For those of you who don't know, my family and I went on a 2-week road trip to California. Yeah, we're crazy with 3 young kids, but we did it. It was awesome. It was amazing. And I'm coming back feeling rested and recovered and grateful for this church, for the leaders who serve alongside of me in the youth ministry. You all should be very grateful for them because they love your teenagers so well and support me so well as well. Well, with that being said, we are returning kind of to a regular rhythm here, and that's why I'm creating this video and wanted to let you know about a few things that are upcoming that are important for the ministry, what's going to be happening this week specifically, and then an ask that I do need a few more volunteers. So first and foremost, upcoming events. Prom Progressive is next Saturday, October 25th. We are meeting in the parking lot of the Littleton Seventh-day Adventist Church, where we worship on Sunday mornings at 5:45. I do need that release form filled out, as well as letting me know about any allergies done before the end of day, October 21st, for your kids. We have 30 students registered so far. Which means I have 20 more seats available, and I will not do any last minute ads. I have a very strict number of students that I can take, unless it were to fill up very soon, and then I would have the time to reach out to our vendors to increase our capacities. So that being said, I've got 20 more seats. Last year at this time, we had way less registrations, and we ended up getting a ton in those last few days. So I will just say, if your teenager is interested in going, they need to be registered ASAP. As I've got 50 total seats for students and a handful more seats for volunteers as we go to our 3 different restaurants. So please, if your teenager has expressed interest, get them registered. Have a conversation with them today or immediately as soon as you watch this to remind them of Prom Progressive and encourage them to get signed up or sign up for them. Again, registrations fill up fast. Final day to register is Tuesday, October 21st, and that includes that allergy information that I need. Along with Prom Progressive, I do need a few more volunteers, specifically moms of 6th and 7th grade girls. It would be amazing if I could get 1 or 2 of you all to volunteer to help make this event run smoothly and to help us engage with it. That being said, this Sunday, this Sunday the 19th, during youth group, we're going to be talking about Servant Academy. So you've heard probably a lot about Servant Academy over the last several months, about something that we're launching, something that we're excited about. Servant Academy is really the training ground for students in the youth group to become servants in the way of Jesus. Okay, we've kind of soft launched Servant Academy, but we are more formally rolling it out. And so I'm going to be talking to our students about it as we look at Matthew 28:20 through 28, where Jesus says that the Son of Man came to serve and not to be served. And we're going to be talking about what it means to be a servant in the way of Jesus, and how Servant Academy is going to be a place where some students who opt in can serve in that capacity. That being said, not all of our teenagers in this season of their lives can commit to serving in Servant Academy. That's okay. That being said, all of our students are called to serve in some capacity. Now, that being said, some of our teenagers are really excited about the opportunity to serve our youth group and our church specifically as members of the Trinity Servant Academy. So anyone can be a part of Servant Academy 7th grade and up. I think there was maybe a miscommunication in the past, but if you are 7th grade and up, 7th, 8th, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, you can participate in Servant Academy. That being said, it is a commitment where you will be taking on real, meaningful responsibility. And so that being said, there will be a covenant which all of our students will be signing, and I'll just be showing that this Sunday and then sending it out in an email to you all as parents next week. So that way, when your teenager is thinking about making this commitment, you can help them walk through what that means for them. Now, during our small group time, we're going to be looking more at Matthew 28, verses 20 through 28. and what it means to be a servant in the way of Jesus. All of us, again, are called to that, even if we're not specifically called to serve our youth group. Okay, I did have a question for you all parents that you can just be thinking about as you go through this week, the next few days, as you talk to your teenager after they get back from youth group, which is, when is a time where you have actually experienced that it is greater to serve than be served? What was hard about it? And what about it was rewarding? Share that with your teenagers. Let them know about what's going on in your internal life, because we want to invite them into the intimacy of the relationship that we have with God, the good and the bad, the beautiful and the ugly. And we want our teenagers to know that we are thinking about our own walks with the Lord. And so that's where those questions for you all are really intended to serve you. That being said, I'm excited to hang out with our teenagers this Sunday. I'm really looking forward to Prom Progressive next Saturday. God bless you all. Bye.